So as far as the structural stance posture goes, that's pretty solid. It's really solid. As you start to move it away, pretty happy with all that. It's a little on the inside there, but it's okay. So in other words, what I mean by that is at that point in time when the club's parallel to the ground, we'd love to see it similar to there.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is this will then change and come back down like it used to. Yeah. And that's probably enough rotation there. Probably done plenty there. The arms will get back out in front of you, for want of a better term. So there's plenty of rotation here. There's plenty of rotation through your hips. And as you keep going and try to force yourself further.
I don't know why I can't do that.
Oh, it's just trying to get distance. That's all it is. And unfortunately, what you're doing is actually stifling you from distance, because then we start having a look at over here, and we have a look at where it's come up and where it's going back down is vastly different. The hands are out, and it's unloaded quite a ways early, and therefore you're cutting across it, and you can still see your elbow coming up. So we've got to start very tiny again, get that movement pattern again. We'll preset you. We'll have a couple of drills where we'll actually set it so the club's sitting here quite nicely at parallel. So the club will sit there on that side, roughly, and the club will, that's representing the head there, and that's the shaft itself. It'll sit there. Okay, so as you start to take it back, instead of at that point in time, now it's starting to go well inside. When it's parallel to the ground, it'll actually sit there a little bit nicer.
Because the other day, Steve was trying to help because he was doing his drill.
Sure. Yep.
And it was working at the time, but out on the course,
it's about training motor patterns, and it's actually the work that you do away from the golf course that's much more important at this point in time. So, you talk, and you can have umpteen amount of different people or players in there. So, excuse me. Actually, that's probably not a great one for Kirsty. That's better. Okay, so when you watch Kirsty taking away here, she's got the club in a little bit better position than you over here when it's parallel to the ground. Yours is kind of over here. And it's just outside her right leg there. She's kept some pressure here. Her arms are going up a lot more. Kirsty's got a couple of things that we're trying to make her better at as well. But the reality is that she's still a state player, and she's in the top 10 females in the country. And a great player.
What's her name?
Kirsty Hodgkins. She plays out at Redcliffe. So that's pretty solid. And what we're going to achieve long term is to get that golf club, instead of way out there, it'll be probably there. And on this side, it'll sit there, the club face there and the shaft there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see immediately looking at Kirsty, she's just totally different.
It's a little different. I mean, obviously she's 5'10", I think, or 5'11", sorry. Or she may have even grown since she took those measurements as well. So, she's slightly different in the length of the levers and things like that. But the actual where the shaft sits is pretty much what we'd like to see. Yeah. All right. So all